guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing really well. So today's video is how I paint feathers, as you can tell by the title. This is a painting of a peacock. If you've seen my other video on the acrylic underpainting, then you'll have seen that time lapse which was of this painting, but this is now finished with oil paints. It's got feathers all down the tail and it came out so beautifully. It's got some really nice green and blue tones in it, and yeah, the feathers just finished off the whole painting. I'm really happy with it. So in terms of that, I worked out some ways to make my feathers look more real. So I'm just going to take you through that process of how I made them look quite fluffy, and it's actually a really easy way to do it, so I thought it might help someone. So thank you for watching this video and I hope you enjoy it. So this is going to be a very quick video. As you can see, I just want to show how easy it is to create texture of fur and sort of like wispy materials. So what I'm doing is just pulling this paint here that's white is wet. So I'm just using this brush, and the brush that you use is so important. So this is actually an old brush. It's actually a masking fluid brush for watercolour. And you can see just how much the bristles have come apart. This brush was actually quite a pointy brush to start off with, so if you have a brush like this, do not throw it away because it's so good for this type of effect. As you can see, all I'm doing is just pulling the paint away from where it's wet. So the brush is wet with solvent on it, so the best thing to do is just dip it in some brush cleaner or some solvent, dab it on a piece of paper towel, and then use the end of the bristles because they'll be so separate. As you can see, if you look at my brush now, the bristles are separate from each of them. And that's why you're getting them individual strands. So here is a really good example. You're really getting the effect here because you've got a bit of wetness and it's bringing that paint away, but it's creating so much texture, and you can apply this to fur, grass, whatever you want to do. So here you can see it really working well. You can work it however you want to work it. So you can use a little bit of solvent or a lot of solvent if you've got big areas to do. But as you can see here with the brush, it's faded and faded and faded because you've got less paint to work with and less solvent on your brush. So you can really tailor it how you want to tailor it and create brighter effects and then create more translucent effects. The beauty of this also is that you save on paint. Like, you don't need to use paint when you don't need to. So here you can see that I've built up so much that I'm actually going in with more paint now. But what I've done is mix my solvent like a sort of watercolour. I've mixed my solvent with some white oil paint. So you can see that that white really comes out well. And because obviously you're adding that solvent in, or medium, liquid, whatever you want to use, it's a lot easier to work with because it's a lot thinner. But the more you work with it, the less paint you're going to have. So it's going to create some brightness and some translucent tones. The only thing I'd tell you to be careful of, because I'm going over blue here and the blue is still wet, is just be aware that sometimes you might need to clean your brush. I mean, if you do pick up a bit of colour, it's not such a bad thing because it blends in to the whole thing that you're trying to create. If you do have a lot of colour going on, just be wary that your brush will pick up other colours if the paint is still wet. So that's this video complete, and this is the final painting. I just wanted to share with you this simple and easy trick to help you create texture with oil paint. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you soon.